let's see, I've got, I'm going to say that's 7 turns. Might be 8, but I'm going to say 7. So these two have plenty of time. Naples. Well, Naples is going to go away anyway. So these two have plenty of time. These guys have plenty of time. So that's 3. And then those are the only close ones, it looks like. So I've got some close ones on this page. Not really. So I'm going to have to use some gold, and I'm going to have to figure out where to put this thing. So the $200 rent halls victims, they're all over here in this quadrant. Surprised these guys aren't. Yeah. So that's okay. So where was Hulk boxing? That was another one that was close. They're all the way up here. Ugh. Well, how many turns is that? 7 on the button. So maybe that's where I'll build it. Probably not though. What I should do, I think, well, maybe I'll buy that one. Well, wherever they go, they're gonna have a long journey. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So, good grief. All right, let's see who else is. Toes, Taurus, Dominator. Man, those really aren't that close. Flaming Yun is right in that general area, though. So it would be worth... it's tempting to have these guys produce a little bit more. I don't know if they could make it. I have to get JS Box Cathedral before I can even grow these cities, so that's a lot of turns away, even after I get the cathedral. Even after I get the cathedral, these guys I think can go a little faster. Alright, so they're done in 6 turns, so they're right there. So there's 4 cities that are okay, that I don't have to spend any more money on. And those 4 cities are right there. Now I have to find some other cities. So Hulk boxing, I think I'm going to spend money on that one and just send them south. So that's 5. And then these guys are a good choice because they're producing so much. So I've got 5. So where's Dominator? He's here. 1, 2, 3, 1. So maybe I should switch these guys. It will be, oh man. I could shut them down. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll shut them down. So these guys would be the 6th city. Counting Dominator, who's close to them, but so I have to buy him. I have to buy this part of it. So that's 6 cities, so he's 1, 2, 3, that's 7, so if I build it here, these guys are close. 1, 2, 3, so if I build it here, that'd be 7 turns. 7 on the 8th turn. That'll probably work. And then this guy is in the same boat as Filet Mignon. 1, 2, 3 on the 8th turn. So these guys, man, they've got to get, so they can, So these guys are going to have to buy for sure, to buy the steps. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many turns are you away? You're 6 turns away, so you're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hulk boxing is 7. I need one more. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the last one? Toes Taurus is not doing anything. Ooh, these guys are good. Man, these guys, yeah, they'll be done. So they're 1, 2, yeah, they're right there. Man, I may not have to buy from Hulk Boxing. Well, I may be able to continue to build these settlers that I was building. Blue Head. No, I'd have to buy that. Yeah, it looks like I'll have to do that. So, these guys need to be shut down a little bit in terms of their food production. So, that means somebody else gets to use that corn spot. Who's it going to be? Oh man, not them. They're about to have an uprising. Well, they're going to build that settler though. That'll save them. Well, they might be the ones to use it because right after they build that settler, they're going to be, so couch diving is the only other one. In couch diving, they could do it. They would just have to build a settler instead of a, What about, yeah, I guess. So you'll come off and you'll go on. In fact, it puts it at 6 turns. That's pretty well perfect. And then these guys can use the space. And they're going to grow so fast that they're going to throw a fit. Man. I would really prefer them to use that space. And they can use this space after they build the settlers. That leaves that corn space, that good space is not being used by anybody. I guess these guys can use it next turn. Alright, so Hulk boxing is reminding me. These guys are all okay, all 5 of them. And then he's okay. That's 6. And then the 7th one is copying machines, and then 6, 7, and then Hulk boxing. So yeah, Hulk boxing is the only one who will need me to buy stuff, which is good. That's very good. All right. So that's what you call figuring out the caravan situation, and that's kind of annoying. I should have maybe done that before I started this video, but it's done now. So here we go. Gray interior. Now they're about to have an issue. So just let me go ahead and do that, and I will try to remember that I already checked them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 spaces. That kind of stinks, but oh well. The bathroom. Oh, look at that. They're, good grief. They're still growing too fast. Wow. So I just won't be able to use that space for a while, I guess. Man, where in the world? That's why I hated getting that Legion. He'll get back someday. Maybe I move this guy somewhere else. Have him be owned by someone else. You can fortify. Who is going to own this guy? These guys look like good candidates. And see, now I only have one. I got an extra shield out of that, which is good because I need to build these guys pretty quickly. In fact, I'm not going to be able to make it. These guys are going to revolt. And there's not much I can do about it. I can have this guy help me remember. That's about all I can do. It is what it is. Alright, so where is he headed is the question. Do I want to build out toward another city, or do I want to start building roads on my interior? I mean, this would be a good place for a road here. This would be a good city here, or here. Here is a little better. Which means that spot's a really good spot for a road. I mean, potentially this, if I build the city here, potentially they could grow. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, I gotta spend money on Hulk boxing. Alright. You wait. You will build a city. I gotta find a horseman for that city. Who's it gonna be? Man, I just don't have that many. It'll be this guy. Okay. And this city shall be called Drunk Snowmen. So we live next to these guys, these college guys that, I mean, they were just constantly partying, and we would find like beer bottles in our yard and stuff, and we made friends with them, and they were pretty noisy, but we enjoyed having them as neighbors because their antics were pretty entertaining. We never participated in their antics. We weren't that wild, but they were pretty wild. And so one day it snowed, and like my friend and I, we were still up at like 6 or 7 in the morning when it was snowing. So, and that's what time of day it is when it snows in Dallas, because you gotta, it's got to be cold enough, and that's the coldest part of the day. And most times it isn't cold enough, but we went out there and we built some snowmen. It was nice wet snow. And one of them we built on the ground laying on its back, and we put a beer bottle in its mouth and it looked like it was drunk. Then the other one we built in front of their door, and we had it holding its hose so that like it was going to accost them whenever they came out the door. And we figured that a girl would come out the door first because that's what usually happened in the mornings. And sure enough, we heard a scream about 7:38 a.m. and we knew that our little prank had been witnessed, and they got a great kick out of it. Everybody got a kick out of it. It was great fun. And these guys are going to build a library that will become a harbor later. And do they have enough time to grow is the question. I don't think they do. They're going to need the extra. Well, they only have to fill. So 10, either 11 or 7. That's what you're looking at to fill this up. It's a 4-turn difference. Yeah, they better do that. Alright, so this guy needs to go first. He goes here. And then this guy goes here. And I got nomads. Well, the nomads, they can... Ooh, man, they got... Well, good grief. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with them? I could head all the way back. I mean, it's just so many turns to get back. Good grief. These guys could build a trireme and go pick them up. That's the only way they're going to be able to participate in the civilization that's starting right here. I'm going to go with this guy and see what happens here. Man, I cannot believe this continent just keeps going. It's insane. I've never seen this large of a continent with just me. I mean, where is everybody else? I mean, I can prove that I'm playing against 7 civilizations. Well, 6. I'm the 7th. But where are they? I mean, this is insane. And I can prove to you that I'm on level deity because of all the unrest. I mean, all you have to do is go look at this unrest situation to know that I'm on the deity level. Alright, so road. So this guy's done exploring. Where's he gonna head? Could head up there, but that's where that guy's headed. Well, I don't know. I guess he'll head back for the river. Ooh, these guys grew. So, well, they're doing what they're supposed to do. That's all they can do. Alright, so this guy is headed back, but I think maybe he should head this way. Seems like there might be still a lot of exploring left to do up there. Unbelievably enough. Man. I don't know what that settler... I mean, this would be an awesome spot for a city. I could mine the coal in advance, and then I could build down this direction, all along this river, which is not that great, I guess. Better to build down here than on the river. I got another coal spot there. It takes 10 turns to mine the coal, so that kind of stinks, but it's well worth it in the end. That city will be a powerhouse, even at like size 2. It just doesn't have anywhere to go, and it's highly vulnerable because it's so far away from my main supply chain. Oh, decisions. I think it's probably wiser to... Man, I don't know. I mean, this would be a decent spot here. I just don't know. I could use them to explore, I guess. Kind of a waste. Oh well. So I was trying to figure out what to do with this guy. Keep going this way. I think he's going to be able to make it on this ship. Or at least he can be picked up by the ship. Yeah, he'll make it. He'll at least make it to be picked up. If he can be like here, which he can easily do, then 1, 2, 3, I can get back. Even if I can't, I could get back over here. So it doesn't matter. Alright, so HugeGreenTruck, they must have grown, I guess. And they're doing what they're supposed to do, more or less. How's this coming? Oh, we're halfway there now. Gray interior, what was the idea here? So they're gonna grow. City here, city here, city here, city here. City here, city here. 2, 3, 4. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is a little better spot. Yeah. Let's see here. You're waiting for the ship. You are embarking upon an epic journey. And you are starting a civilization down there. And your city is going to be named. And since you're far away from everything, we got to give you a different sort of a theme so I can remember that you're far away from everything. And I don't know if I have a city of this name already. Hopefully I don't. I'm going to do hides from truck 2, just in case I have another one already of that name. But this is describing the cat that used to live with us. Whenever it heard the truck coming, it would run and it would hide. And the cat was totally awesome. Now these guys, they could build a harbor, but they're so far away from everything, and they really need... Gosh, it's so hard to know what to do. I'm not going to want to expand anyway. That every city I build, well, once I get monotheism, all that changes. But they could make it. I mean, they could probably build a harbor and be size 3 in time. I'm going to need the help. There it is. Well, these guys are so far away from things, they got to build their own unit. Nobody's going to build it for them. So that makes it different, perhaps. I could build warriors. Alright, so these guys are going to head this way. Man. I guess they'll head back to help that diplomat explore. I know for sure those guys are going that way. Not sure where they're headed yet, but they're definitely headed that way. Okay. So now, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to start building cities with these guys if I want them to be size 3 and able to have a harbor in time. It's getting to that. Uh-oh, what happened here? So these guys grew. That's interesting. $100 rent. Yeah, that's interesting. What else? Mobile coffin, beast and light. We know those are far away. Gray interior, throw top of a wall. Yeah. Naples. Someday Naples is gonna build this settler unit. It's gonna be awesome. I tell you, it's gonna be awesome. All right. Let's see. And then we said next turn, and we saw that the Russians developed code of laws. This is my Marco Polo's embassy that allows me to know this stuff. They almost got... So these are the guys that would have gotten pyramids. And it wasn't that much longer. Look at that giant colossus they're going to build. Copying machines. That's one of the ones that's... And they're going to starve to death. And they've already got... How can that be? Oh, Lord. They're going to have to use that spot. And that's the only spot they're going to be able to use. Despite having 2... It's because I have so many cities now, I guess. And I really, really need that chapel. I really, really need the chapel. Even this, good grief. Good grief. This is insane. This is dumb. This is another city that, dang it. I built one city. This is stupid. I have to go back and figure out everything again with the caravans because I built one city. I mean, look, I built one city and this is what happens. Maybe I built two. I did build two cities. Okay. Well, it still sucks and it's still, I still think it's totally stupid. All right, so these guys have to use this spot to survive. And right now, Hall's Victims is using it. And they're going to starve without it, but that's just a price that they'll have to pay. Price that they'll have to pay for a little bit until I can get that dumb chapel. And then these guys... Man, they're still going to... Are you kidding me? Okay, good. Alright, so they're going to survive, but they're much less useful now. I mean, just on a level. Exponentially. I can't buy anything, dang it. Alright, so these guys are not fixed yet. They're fixed now. These guys are fixed, but I don't know why I had him blinking. They must have grown. No, they didn't grow. They're going to grow, that's what it is. Okay. No, they're not, because there's too much unrest now, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Alright. These guys are fixed. For the moment, I have to go re-figure out what to do for the chapel. Once I can actually buy things again. Gray interior, they grew, that's fine. Alright, so these guys have got to start building cities instead of building roads, but they're going to build one more road. Here's some more explorers. Man, so much unrest. So much unrest. Well, he's waiting for a ship to be built. They must have grown too. Yeah, they did. Man, that's not acceptable at all. I still gotta buy this. It's just a question of how many other additional things do I have to buy now. Alright. Man, you're still... What could I even have them do? Alright. Let me see if that's going to tick them off. No. What about these guys? What about these guys? It would be many, many turns. It would be far fewer turns. I could be the warrior for this city here. I guess that's what they'll do. What about these guys? go? Too many. All right. Oh, man. These guys are both still far away. We know that about them. These guys. Fine. All right, well, here we go. Great Wall. Great Wall. The lighthouse. Sometimes I build a lighthouse. I'm not going to this game, but sometimes I do. And these guys are going to build a library. Like, it's a fake library, though. Please understand it's a fake library. Man, these guys, they need to grow, but they will once they get to use that spot. Let's see. $100 rent. They need to build a library. Oh, these guys should be close. So 2 more turns. And I've got 4 more turns. It should be fine to catch the ship. And then we decided it's going to be built here. So how many turns away is he? 1, 2, 3. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. So he's 3 turns away. These guys are now way more than 3 turns away from building their caravan, thanks to a city that I built that maybe I shouldn't have built. But that's what I did. I built it. I just didn't realize what impact that would have, but oh well. Let's see. So they were 1. So these guys were 1. They're still 3 turns away. 1, 2, 3. So they're just a little bit too far away. If I buy this, that should be the end of what I have to buy for them.